right, Todd. Glad to know the old Blues Deluxe reissue made it through Vegas. It makes me very happy. We captured that intermittent issue. All right, now I'm making a clean spot on your little Pro Junior here. I like this guy. I do. I like them in general. I really do. All right. Probably see. When it comes to cleaning lacquer, man, I don't do anything deep. I do nothing deep. It's more important just to have a slightly damp cloth, just to address the dust and any light staining. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much at all to activate the lacquer. Any kind of a solvent is going to reflow it, and then you're going to be sorry. It's going to look nasty. All right, so I just tried to gently remove the handle. I think it went back on while the lacquer was still curing. So what am I going to do? Put it back on, put the hardware back in. Just call it a day. We're going to clean around it, and normally I would do the whole thing, but that's not going to happen. Again, with these, you don't press down as you're tightening, because there's that threaded insert that claws into the wood, and you will push it out. And again, know thy tool. Clutch-based rotary driver is what you want, with a very sensitive trigger. Why? So you can modulate torque, not strip things out, and that's why. So let's take a look. See what kind of good things we can do. I think we can do some good here. Approach this from this side. It's not going to be perfect, but it will be improved, and maybe that's the point. That's the goal of a lot of restoration work. It's not going to be perfect, but damn it, it'll be better. Whoops! I'm happy with that. This guy here, this is the scary sauce for the techs, because these guys, when they get loose, it's frightening to remove this nut and washer and then try to reseat this nut, because it's oftentimes going to cross thread because of like misplacement of the jack, or rather the guitar cable. If it just barely hits these threads, these little sensitive plastic threads on the side, it's going to throw it off. And it is just a touch loose. You can kind of see, probably see it moving there. Watch. See that? This is one of the things where you don't poke the bear, but I'm gonna have to poke the bear. So, update soon. All right there, Todd. Let's get in there. Let's see what we can see. And another thing is, for you guys using these, if you see any wobble, if you see anything at all, it's not going to focus, is it? If you see any wobble, It's time to replace your bit. Time for another segue, huh? Or non sequitur. My bit is not sinking into this Phillips head cutout here. So what I'm not going to do is I'm not just going to apply more downforce on this and then attempt to unscrew it. I'm going to make sure that, let's see, that little carve out is completely clear. And once again, the dental accessories come into play. There's, yeah, some lacquer. You want to be careful. See? See it there? That's going to do it. And you want to apply your force as high up as you can, because around these carve-outs here, that's where it's the most weak. There's a little stress on the input jack because of what I was referring to earlier. I'm lightly, and that's a little RF garbage from my phone making its way in to the amp. I'm gonna lightly see if I can tighten this up for you. The last pass your cable makes before the input here, loop it around the handle so it'll act like a strain relief and not pull on this guy. It'll ink your amp over, but that's fine. You don't have any front-facing controls. So watch. Let's see if I can get the shot here. So keep your eye, where's my damn chopstick? Keep your eye on the jack body. See that? That's putting pressure directly onto those solder joints behind the circuit board. So kind of want to avoid that. Again, that's my phone because I don't record in airplane mode. Too good for that. All right, update soon. So just as I'm going to do this shot, the clouds roll in and mess up my ambient lighting.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me neither.
Octopus!
That's all right. So check it out, Todd. I'll shut her off real quick. I'm going to go ahead and put a little torque on this jack now. And I managed to carefully tighten her down sufficiently. So, update momentito. Gang, so look at R11. Look at that guy. Unbypassed. Just sitting there. Just sitting there waiting to develop more gain. This dude right there. Why don't we break out the decade box? I have a capacitor one. Why don't we... Oh, no, I don't. Why? Because I'm in the middle of refurbishing it. Oh, what a bummer. But it doesn't mean we can't do it the old-fashioned way. It's a little noisier. But let's get a baseline for the noise here. And see if we can get some more crunch and punch. We'll go for, since we're looking at a 100K plate resistor, Fender would use a 25 microfarad. I think that'll be a little flubby for that guy. So I do want like a broadband lift and gain across the frequency band. So I think I will go with 8 microfarads. Let's just see. Why wouldn't we just see what's up? See if I have any left. I do. What's it look like? Oh, it looks like a cap. If you want to see it. It's this little dude right here. And what are we going to do? In essence, we're going to do this. Pardon me. You're going to do that. Just bypass it. We are warming her up. And I have cathode bypass cap properly oriented. This is before. Tone is all the way up. Volume is, let's put it on noon. Listen to the drive. I don't know, that's just a tone that makes me want to play that. All right, now, let's increase the gain. It's already a little more gnarly. Does she clean up? Nice. Is this the perfect one-channel amp? I like the feel better with it bypassed, but let's try a larger cap. Maybe it gets a little more woolly, maybe it doesn't. And maybe we bypass it with a 1 microfarad cap and see if we can split the difference, which would be probably best. Okay, here's 25 microfarads. Whoa, already. I prefer the 8. Let's dabble with 1 microfarad. What's that gonna sound like? Well, just depends on how much compression you want. I think it makes it feel a little juicier, a little more greasy under the fingers. I do like the 1 microfarad. Let's try that 8 one more time. Let's turn her up to 11 or 12. This is full up. Flubby. Let's unbypass it. It's of course going to be a little tighter, right? Whoops. Bring her up. It's not. So the question's going to be for the player, at what volume are you playing? Because if you're on 12 the whole time, I might say, hey, 1 microfarad it is. But why even push it that hard? That's me just connecting. For marginal, so that's the 1. So I think I prefer 8 microfarad. You know what? I have a 4.7 right here. Why not? Why would I not just try that out? 4.7. This is on 12. Moved it down to 10. There's a perceptible decrease in volume at what is the 3 o'clock, actually, which is at the 2 o'clock mark. And then from there, it's just more saturation. So I would say, wow, let me try that 8 one last time. It's between these two. There's no sense going over 9 on the dial. Let's try 8 microfarads. We've got the anode ends and the cathode end of the cathode bypass curve. 9 is the sweet spot on this volume. 8 microfarads is the winner. Damn it. I like it. But then without, it's super stiff. The feel of the amp is stiff. How tight are you going to palm mute? That's the question. I can choke up and get more range out of the palm muting with the 8 microfarad. Watch. Just by adjusting my technique. So it almost makes it a moot point to go without it. Watch. That's loose. That's tight. Makes the amp sound a lot bigger. And one last try. This 4.7. So yeah, it's pretty much a tie between a 4.7 and an 8. And just for conservation of space, I would go with the 4.7. Alright, Todd, I don't think I'm going to give this one back to you. Check this out. Let's make it clean. This is only controlling it from the guitar. That's lovely. And full volume, full HUD.